What's up, peeps? This is Rennis with Renovision, and today we got an unboxing and a review of the DJI RS4 Mini.
Holla, why do they doubt the kid? I'm about to prove them all wrong again. I got a low tolerance, cause they don't even know what the problem is. It's me, I'ma always win.
Let's get into the breaking. Shout out to B&H, even though they made us pay full price for it. Thank you for bringing it on time. Here we are. This is basically the predecessor to the RS3 Mini. It's supposed to be a little bit stronger, it's supposed to be a little bit more powerful, but we'll be the judge of that. Let's get into the opening of this box. So inside the bag, we pretty much have the gimbal itself. Not too crazy about this new color wave. Unfortunately, it didn't have this in black. However, this is the color it comes with.
Disappointed!
Empty box. We have its arm. We have basically a little screw that attaches to the plate. We have another screw, another Type-C cable, it looks like. Type-C to Type-C, I believe this would be. Yep, right angle Type-C. We have the mounting plate. We have the top mounting plate. And last but not least, we have what pretty much all the buzz is about. And this is our little tracker. But we'll get more to this in a little bit. All right, so let's get to assembling this thing. This way we could have it nice and standing. It's nice and small, guys, I'll tell you that much. Let's put on the suitcase handle. Never a big fan of the suitcase handle, as I feel like a better mount would be on the side, but let's put it together. I should mention that the plate is proprietary to DJI, so you won't be able to take this off and put it onto your Manfrottos or wherever you guys are using any other sticks. There we go. And then we have basically the plate that would go onto the camera. So today we're gonna stress test it with the FX3 and the 24-70. We'll start off with the heavy lenses, and obviously if it handles the heavy lenses, it will always handle the lighter lenses. We'll put the plate back on it right here. Let's take a look. All right, gimbal is on. We have to go through the setup here. English, skip. All right. The cool thing that they put on it, which is a predecessor again from the RS2, they have the little tweaker right here on the back where you could basically push in or push out the camera to balance it. Lock it there, we got that. I usually like to roll with my monitor on the side, so let's balance it that way.
House call,
we'll balance
no
it 24-70.
Pull up when you shot it in the front next. House call, no text. I've been up all night, baby, no stress. House call,
quite balanced now.
Pull up when you shot it in the front next. House call, no text. I've been up all night, baby, no stress. House call, no rest. Pull up when you shot it in the front next. House call, no text.
So all the switches now, as far as the shoot mode, you have them all on the side. And we have FPV, right? So we got all the rolls. So the smoothness, we'll leave it on slow. The responsive, we're doing medium. Actually, medium, it feels a little too fast for my liking. So let's go slow. Slow is really good as well. Let's do a calibration within the body. We'll start it right now. It's calibrating. Here comes the shaking. All right, the gimbal is calibrated and it's complete. We'll continue, and we should be rolling.
Only getting started when it's midnight, keeping it tight. If a nigga wanna go to war, it can get dark, but we stay bright. Coming like a night, it's on sight. If it touch my sleeve, niggas around there wanna disagree when it's clear that I'm speaking facts. Man like me, you know I'm proactive. Never gonna stop till I see the big man's on flats.
Hop on the front door, it's like midnight, 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 midnight. Don't lose your grip, cause you might fall out again. Off-white whip, need for speed. I'm not switching the lane. Pick up the pace, bro, like that, and we're back to the base.
Even though it's balanced really, really well, and it seems like it's holding really, really well, There's certain angles that I feel like there's some weak points. Let's go to 70. Seems pretty smooth. One of the cool things about this gimbal as well is that once the camera's turned on, the motors automatically unlock. They basically get back to stabilized as they are right now. And then once you shut it off, the same thing happens. The arms go back to locking position and the camera stays nice and flat. For all you social media shooters, everybody that's shooting in vertical mode, yeah, we gotta have it. Yes, guess what? This gimbal does it, right? Very simple. You shut off the gimbal, you remove the bottom plate, and by removing it, you turn it sideways and you clip it back onto it. You still have to rebalance the gimbal once it's in that mode, but it shouldn't take more than a few minutes. Last but not least, everybody's here for the tracking, the auto tracking. I'm a self shooter, I wanna shoot myself and the gimbal needs to follow me. Well, guess what? This is where this bad boy comes in. Very simple, very easy. Guys, you're just taking it, you're clipping it on top, you get a little red button that shows it in our end right here. Our camera guy can't wait, so he's gonna wave at it and it's automatically tracking our camera guy, but you won't be able to see anything from my camera because it's dark and all the lighting is here. What we can do is we could turn the camera around. Let's start recording right now. So we'll click 3 times and we'll turn it into selfie mode. Let's set the clip right here and here we go. We'll get in front of the camera. We'll wave at it. Boom, it's on track. Here we go. Here we are. And I'm shooting by myself right now. Here's our lighting situation right here. Here's the rest of the gimbals. How we doing? Here we go. Keeps on following me. It's a little creepy, but it is following me. It's our plant right here. Let's see if it goes all the way around this way. Yeah, keeps tracking really fine. Let's see if we could run a little bit. Yeah. Oh, here we go. Bubbles are popping. Track mode. Cool. Very nice. Yeah. And then for not wanting to do it anymore, you just simply click on your switch and it stops tracking. We could turn the camera back on all the way around and we're back to where we started. This camera is stabilized. It's good. It works and it tracks. And it does pretty much everything advertised. For extra credit, we're gonna try to balance a 70-200. Now, granted, this is the F4 version, much more lighter. So let's give that a try.
I'm overzealous when I'm thinking about the cash flow. I never had no handouts, just came natural. I've been tested so much, all these restless nights, all these different situations that I've been through. I seen pain trying to creep in through the window, but now I'm sliding through the hood in a Benzo. They say life's a gamble, you gotta roll the dice. I risked a lot of different things just to live this life. When you down bad, you gotta pay the price. I've been through hell and back just to live this life.
And people, 70-200, and right now it's sitting on 135. We'll go to 200, and this is back at 70. Nice, balanced, fair. All right, peeps, so as you saw, we took it out of the box, we put it together, we put an FX3 on it, we ran it with a 24-70, we ran it with the 70-200 macro, F4, and the gimbal operates spectacular. The cameras are stabilized and they're smooth. There's no weird sounds coming from the motors or anything of that nature. My biggest pet peeve with this is, however, with a zoom lens, especially with the 24-70 f2.8 and the 70-200 f4, is that while in operation, you cannot zoom in without distracting the balance of the camera. With the RS2 Pro, we've never had any issues of that kind. We could run and gun, we could zoom in, we could zoom out, but as of right now, that's my biggest pet peeve on it. However, everything else is spectacular. My name is Renis. Please hit that link on the bottom, subscribe, follow, and give us some questions. Talk to you in the next one.